Astrology friends and family from around the world. This is Lada from Astrolada.com, and these are your July 2022 video horoscopes. To watch the extended version, where I also talk about world events and all the rest of the 12 signs are together in one video, check out my main channel, Ladaduncheva. Or to watch the short version, you can watch it at my channel, new channel, Astrolada, where there is one video for each of the 12 signs, which is 7-8 minutes long. And by the way, before we start, I want to tell you that this is the last time this year that I'm offering my courses, astrology courses made by me at a promotional price of 25%. So grab the deal if you're interested in learn astrology with me. Now let's begin. Now, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising, Tropical Zodiac for July 2022. And Gemini, most of the month, Venus till the 19th is in your sign. So till the 19th, you are very well protected by the smaller benefic, the goddess of beauty. And Venus is the planet that gives us external things that we like, external things that give us pleasure and joy. It's either relationships, more enjoyable ones, support from others, good food, pleasurable music, more money sometimes Venus can bring while it's in your sign. So all of those things, it passes very quickly through your sign. It's a short period, but enjoy it. And also more, you can find yourself becoming more attractive. You can find yourself that you pamper yourself with Venusian things that you don't usually do, like going to a spa or massage or hairdresser or whatever, and it will all go well and you'll be happy with the results if you do such Venusian activities till the 19th of July. If you want to go on a date, Venus says that's a good time till July the 19th. Or if you want to have more romantic or more pleasurable times, or do some things that give you sensual pleasure. And of course, financial transactions can be more beneficial. Buying beautiful clothes or buying valuables of any sort, you'll be happier with them than other times. Then Venus will grace your second house for about 20 days from July the 19th. So it can become good for financial situation, can improve your financial situation after that, or maybe some help or support can come financially, or you can find exactly the right things that you consider valuable for you. Mercury, this is your planet. It's very important when it goes. It's going to be in Cancer in your second house from July the 6th. So actually, money is quite a theme for you this month, because later on Venus triggers it, Mercury triggers it from July the 6th to July the 20th, and then Venus enters in the second house. So, but these are two good planets. So even from the beginning of the month, I think your mind will be a lot on resources, finances, on tangible material things. You can organize these things better while Mercury is there in your second house. You can be more business savvy and more better calculating with anything connected to resources, finances. And then Venus can give you the rewards, like better money after the 19th, or better financial situation, and so on. The other big thing is that Mars is entering from July the 6th, Taurus, which for you is your 12th house. Now, for this, you have to be a bit more careful. Mars there will join another two very intense planets, Uranus and the North Node, at the end of the month and the beginning of August. That is a very rare conjunction. The 12th house is the house of secrets. And this is a very explosive conjunction. Some secrets can come to the surface that kind of shock you, surprise you, that spin your world around. They develop very quickly, or some unexpected development, which is a little bit out of your control. The 12th house is the house where we're not really in full control of the situation, where kind of karmic forces act there, either collective, from the bigger world that affect you, and or such that put in action from past lifetimes or previous actions of yours. So yes, it might be a little bit surprising there, but it's almost like it might feel for some of you not like exact actions that happen, not like exact events, because this is the sign of the subconscious. For some of you, you might feel this turbulent energy in your sleep and dream life. You might start dreaming crazy. I'm sure Gemini had been dreaming a bit crazy already because Uranus and the North Node's been in the 12th house, and maybe even some revelations, some information that like download of information, even in awake state, because the 12th house is the subconscious, and Uranus and Mars and the North Node really like rip through your subconscious and allow the images from the subconscious or from the invisible world or ideas to inundate your consciousness. So you might feel surprised that you're sitting there and suddenly like very new, very different thoughts and ideas come into your mind, almost like you're absorbing them from the invisible world or from your subconscious, and they kind of can shock and turn around your perspective, your deeper beliefs and consciousness level. And that can be like a breaking down, not almost like breaking through old conscious, subconscious patterns, let's say. Some of you might have like a big breakthrough if you're working with a psychologist or something into the past, or even on your own, like something eureka moment, aha, suddenly like a light bulb. I realized, well, I've been having those self-sabotaging behaviors, or those addictions, or those vices. 12th house rules all of those things, and Mars and Uranus, very intervention planet that breaks through the patterns and the stagnation of the subconscious, or the veil of the subconscious. So you kind of get certain answers that are a bit surprising and that turn around such, vices or addictive behaviors, and can even allow for 12th house, the house of letting go, can allow separations and letting go that are quite abrupt, that you're possibly, even if you're not ready for them, they might be like torn apart from the certain things. But it's only so you can be liberated and freed from that area. So your subconscious is having a revolution, very revolutionary energy. For the collective, this can also indicate some kind of revolutions and protests that I spoke at the beginning, but for the subconscious, for you, it's all happening on the subconscious level, either through dreams, through even kind of without doing anything, or some kind of deep realization. And of course, 12th house is expenses. So there might be some sudden expenses that appear as well. But hopefully Venus is holding ground with finances there in your second house. So you can be, you can have more auspicious developments and protection. And 12th house also rules foreign places, faraway places. So there might be some surprising developments or opportunities for something new for you to go live abroad, or some unexpected change happening that's coming to you from a foreign place, or from a foreign or from unknown source, something that was unclear, something that was like almost hidden from you that appears now. 12th house also rules studying anything research or esoteric, and it means deep understanding, the 12th house. So this kind of lightning energy there, Uranus, Rahu, North Node, as I said, it can be like a sudden awareness that comes to you about more hidden, forbidden, or mysterious topics, spiritual topics of any sort. Or you might have a reading with a psychic, or message from the invisible world that, or some kind of a spiritual experience that opens sight for you, or gives you signs, or points you in another direction and surprises you and shocks you in some way. Then another big event that is happening is that Jupiter will be retrograde will be becoming retrograde at the end of the month. Gemini, in your 11th house. Yes, in your 11th house. So 11th house means that maybe it's big projects you might be working on. So something might slow down there and start changing direction. So it needs to be re-examined over the next 3-4 months while Jupiter is retrograde, to be enriched, or to be made, to be worked extra hard on, to be seen from a different perspective. On a more positive note as well, it can indicate that some friend from the past can start returning. And you can notice that from the end of the month in August and in September after that, But these are good people. These are benevolent people that are coming back to you. They might be also clients that you decide to turn around and start taking care of clients of your best patrons and clients and grow them, or kind of repurpose your business in some way to reach out those already established connections and monetize them. 11th house is also gains and profits. Things might slow down a little bit there to some extent, but only so you can rethink of and reimagine it, how to make something more gainful, more profitable. And when Jupiter turns direct sometime in the autumn, you can become extremely gainful in certain area of your life. Financially, we're talking as well. And Jupiter turning retrograde can mean that you're rethinking some friendships as well, or some social contacts. But because it's a beneficial planet, Jupiter is very auspicious planet, it might mean you're letting go. You might rethink some friendships, but in such a way that they become more beneficial for both of you in the long term, and that they become more authentic and truthful for both of you. But there might be some initial crisis while Jupiter is turning retrograde there with people in your life, with like-minded or groups, organizations that you belong to. All right, so this is very interesting month with a lot of protection for you, as I said, because of Venus being in your sign for a lot of the time, and a lot of maybe even psychic realizations that can happen for some of you in downloads. And yes, and there is a new moon in July 28th, so towards the end of the month. So the most important things are really happening towards the end of the month. It's quite peaceful in the first 3 weeks, so to speak. And that's happening, a new moon in your 3rd house, so new contacts will be appearing in your life as well. While you're reevaluating some friendships, letting go maybe, or rethinking some belongings to groups and organizations. At the same time, new energy is born in the 3rd house, which is also social house. So you might try to use a new social media or new marketing tools or new sales strategy, or new acquaintances can appear. Some important conversations that are auspicious, because this new moon is very good trine Jupiter, can happen. So if you have important conversations, do them after July 28th. You'll be heard. Or if you have important purchases for technology, phones and laptops or cars, do it again after July 28th, after the new moon in your 3rd house trine Jupiter. If you have some trip to do, because 3rd house is for trips, it can be very good, or it can appear that a new trip appears as an opportunity for you after July 28th.